Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So it is time for another action figure unboxing and review today, and in today's video it's going to be for this time a figure for a Transformer based on how they appeared in a live action film in a film in 2023, which is the time of recording the latest installment in the franchise's live action films. And this is a figure for the Autobot Scout, who is yellow and black and transformed into Camaros in the films, and also, well, of course, his G1 form being as well a Beetle as well in his film in 2018. And this character I'm going to unbox a figure of is none other than Bumblebee, as he appears in Rise of the Beasts. So this is, of course, what the figure looks like in the box. And in terms of accessories, the back of the box here shows that the figure comes with two weapons to use as melee weapons, two like little dagger style weapons, which is pretty interesting. And it says that the figure transforms in 19 steps, so hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to do. It says here is also a deluxe class figure as well, and this is also made by Hasbro, which is pretty cool. And of course based on Rise of Beasts, which is of course there on the top. When it comes, of course, to my opinion on Bumblebee in these films then, so I, of course, absolutely loved him in, of course, his solo film Bumblebee, which is my favourite Transformers movie of all time. I absolutely love Bumblebee. And I definitely love Dylan O'Brien's performance as him at the start of the film. Then, of course, unfortunately, Bumblebee lost his voice. But even though for some reason, and of course, despite that, the films don't take place in the same continuity as a Michael Bay films where he has no voice, just, you know, his radio communication. But then after that, of course, Bumblebee returned, of course, in Rise of the Beast, which I also hate as a Blu-ray Steelbook. And I thought Bumblebee was great as always in the film and a likeable character, but personally, I didn't like how the film treated him, where pretty much like at the start of the film, he unfortunately gets killed off by Scourge, which I definitely did not like what the film did. And I was concerned about Bumblebee in the trailers for the film because there was a lack of him in the trailers, so I was scared for Bumblebee, and based on what happened in the film, rightfully so. But thankfully, the death wasn't permanent. I was so glad that he came back revived, so I really appreciate that he was brought back. But still, I think he deserved better than that, in my opinion, and more screen time, in my opinion. I personally didn't like how he got killed off, but thankfully he came back, and hopefully he'll be able to return in more films. So now, let's get the figure open, shall we? So there appears to be two pieces of rope holding the figure in place, which I'll be able to cut once I get the packaging out of the box. So there's some sellotape on my back here, which I'm going to cut here. Gotta be careful with it. Oh, let's get it in. There we are. Now let's get it open. Oh, so here is the figure secured in the packaging there, and the accessories appear to be here. I think they're like attached to him when he's in vehicle mode or something. I think. Oh, this must be the instruction manual about which fell out. Okay, no problem. So now let's cut these ropes holding the figure in place. Now gotta be careful. There's one, two, and now let's also cut these paper ropes too as well. Hopefully these shouldn't be a pain to cut. That one was easy to cut just then, which I did. Gotta be careful because these gaps are really narrow. I'm hoping it's free now. Oh wait, there's one more in here. Whoops, which is a plastic rope. Oh, there we are. So now here is the figure out of the box, which looks really good. Just going to put that there, because here are also the accessories, which I'm also going to cut out as well. One of them appears to be a part for his vehicle mode, which for some reason is removable. I don't understand why it's removable. Is it supposed to be a weapon of some sort? I have no idea. But yeah, that's one of the pieces there, which is an accessory. And as for the other one, let me just also cut this. I'm going to do it for a back because the gaps were very narrow on the other side. So I'm doing it on the back of the box out of the way. Oh, hello. So it's two pieces put together really, and I assume, of course, that these are Bumblebee's melee weapons when he's in robot mode, which are held like this. You get two of them, so he's got dual blades basically, which is pretty cool. And I think they go together to form a part of his vehicle mode. So now, let's look at the figure's portability. So in terms of his design-wise, it's very similar to other figures that Bumblebee I've had before based on how he appears in Michael Bay's films, because when I was a kid, I used to collect quite a lot of figures of Bumblebee from the Bayformers films. And what I appreciate about Bumblebee is that the version based on films was easier to transform for me. I used to remember his transforming mechanics, and And this also carried over to his Transformers Prime figure I also had as well, which I thought was also quite easy to transform, because that version is also similar to his Bayformers appearance too as well. Even that version doesn't talk either for some reason. But it seems to be a feature using lots of Transformers media since the first Michael Bay film, really, that Bumblebee can't talk, so yeah. So, now let's begin the transforming, shall we? So, I'm going to read this instruction manual and hopefully compared to Scourge, which I struggled to transform in the last unboxing of the Transformer figure, I'll hopefully be able to transform this figure Bumblebee. So, I'm going to show you guys what you get when it's transformed. So, after reading the instructions, this is the best I can do with a transformation. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the legs in properly or the arms, but this is what it looks like when I follow the steps, and thankfully it was much more clear to understand compared to Scourge. I will say that, thankfully. So the vehicle rolls decently well like this anyway, though, despite that. It does make a bit of a distracting noise, though. And these are accessories, of course, which attach to of course, the car when vehicle mode, so it looks really good nonetheless, though. I'll probably transform back to robot mode for display purposes, though, because when I display my Transformers, I like to keep in robot mode, because if I don't, then they're just going to look like just car toys, which I don't want them to be. I'd rather them be in robot mode so that I know it's a Transformer, especially, of course, when it comes to Bumblebee, because I love Bumblebee as a character. So, now, of course, I'll transform it when I've done recording this video, but other than that, it was a really good unboxing of this, and definitely a great figure to have, and I'm happy to have a figure of this version of Bumblebee because I love, of course, this reboot franchise for Transformers, being Bumblebee movie and Rise of the Beasts, so I'm very happy to have this figure. So, this is me doing my unboxing of my figure Bumblebee as he appears in Transformers Rise of the Beast, but it looks class figure, so you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to vote in the comments what you guys think of this figure Bumblebee. If you have it, let me think in the comments below. If you I'll get some figure, I'd recommend it if you like Bumblebee or Transformers Rise of the Beast movie or Transformers in general. Must have figure in my opinion. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe. More coming in the future, and till all are one.